To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. In fact, to be creative in any endeavor, we have to get over that fear of being wrong, right? And what did we learn in school? How many right answers were there to every problem? One. And if you didn't get that one answer, were you good or bad? So we came up through this school system that said there's actually only one right answer, and so when they're very young, the teacher says, who knows the answer to this question? Many hands go up. Grade 2, fewer hands. Grade 3, fewer hands. Because we learn that if you get it wrong, that's bad. And then we put people through that entire system from K to 12 and then university, and now they're in the workplace and it's, okay, let's now be creative. Everybody's looking at each other like, okay, so what's the right answer to that question? So every problem contains emotions, whether you want it to or not. You feel a certain way about the problem. You feel a certain way while you're solving the problem. You're in a particular mood state when you're solving the problem. Why do I have to express my emotions at work? And we reply with, that is how we are known. If you do not express your emotions, we can't know you. And if we can't know you, we can't trust you. When David Rock, who was the guy who wrote that book, The Neuroscience of Leadership, when he was asked, what do you think is the most important finding of neuroscience research over the past couple of decades? He said, the most interesting or impactful pathway in the brain is the pathway where we judge that first perception as either a threat to us or not a threat. In other words, that's our go, no-go decision. Do we approach that situation or do we avoid that situation, right? Do we move towards it or do we move away from it? And that is a really interesting and fairly simple definition of leadership. And we use that in our workshops and our training. It's like, do you approach or do you avoid? Because leaders approach. It requires courage because you are opening yourself up to attack. That's the literal definition of vulnerability. You're opening yourself up for attack. Who wants to do that, right? No thanks, I'm gonna stay protected, right? I'm just gonna keep covered up. I'm not gonna expose myself to the world. That's dangerous. And we have to challenge these notions and these beliefs and these ways of understanding what it means to be in the world. So that we can experience the joy and the reward. There is a risk-reward equation when it comes to going here beneath the surface, to vulnerability. The greater the risk you take, the greater the reward you will experience in connection, in relationship. And people are afraid to do that. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to tell this person this thing, or this idea, or this thought, or this emotion. I don't know if I want to actually share that with them. Well, what if they don't want to work with me anymore? What if they don't like me anymore? What if they want a divorce? What if I share this thing that's true for me? Because your emotions are your truth. They're not the truth, but they're your truth. If you don't share that, you're actually being dishonest. My name is David Cory, and I'm the founder of the Emotional Intelligence Training Company.